Another PK Scramble race, this time between Temple and StupidSecksyFlanders. This is going to be the last race of our round of 16. And joining me on commentary today is Attack Slug. How are you doing today, Attack Slug?
Hello. I'm wonderful. Thank you. I'm so excited for the final race. This has been an insane start already to the first brackets of our first Scramble race. And I feel like every race has been really close.
Yeah, a lot of them have been surprisingly close, and some of them have just been plain surprising. I think yesterday's race with Nesrocker and Oxwas was just like completely out there. And hopefully we get another treat like that. Race is starting in 2-1, and it should be going now. Of course, there's a little bit of stream delay.
Oh, he chose.
Yes. So obviously you'll be rooting for Flanders.
The dental flavor.
Yeah. It looks like Temple's a little behind on the start. Hopefully didn't have a tech issue there. Alright. So that looked like it was maybe 30 seconds. If they are really close together, we can just retime it.
Alright.
Yeah. That's a nice shade of grass.
So of course, everyone does their ONET checks first.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you gotta climb the mountain. It looks like they have summers to start off. So yeah, for anyone who's joining this and hasn't seen PK Scramble before, and I'm going to give this entire spiel multiple times, so get used to it. This is PK Scramble. It's an Earthbound key item randomizer. That means that you could get the carrot key at the meteorite, you could get the Shyness book from Mayor Perkle, all of that sort of stuff. In addition, there are shuffled character join locations and a thing that we call PK checks. A PK check is attached to a plot NPC in the game, and it gives you a random teleport location. So you've already seen that they got Summers, and Flanders just picked up another one that went by so fast I couldn't see what it was. And these will allow them to teleport other places. This will... Four-side. Good eye. Yeah, so this will open up the logic. With all of this, they're going to try to beat Gygus, as one does. And this is a racing seed, so to do that, they're going to need 4 sanctuaries before they're ready to do it. And in addition to that, they're going to need to get to Saturn Valley, get a meteorite piece to repair the phase distorter, and find Paula, because you can't beat Gygus without Paula.
Yep, you gotta pray. And there have been a lot of mean Gygus fights in these first brackets, like some mean stuff happening.
Yeah, I thought I broke something, but I think it's just been like bad luck and variance. It looks like Flanders has picked up a pencil eraser up there. So this is a not very coherent set of checks here. None of these lead into each other very well.
Yeah, they could go to Summers and get another check there.
Yeah.
And see what that gives them. And I think sometimes people choose to usually what I do and what most runners do is you go back down to, teleport down to ONET and then do your trash can check and your library check, and then whatever that gives you will give you an idea of where you might want to go. Was that zombie paper?
I actually completely missed it. I actually usually do what Temple's doing here, where you do all of the isolated teleport checks that you pick up on the mountain, such as Summers, and then you head down and do the on-it checks. So we already have route.
Yeah, I think it depends on what teleports you get.
Yeah, I would take Dalam, Winters, Summers, Threed, any of those first before finishing off on it. So this is Progressive Enemy Shuffle. It's one of the flags that we have as an option. And that means that if you follow the seed in the order that the logic thinks you should be doing, the enemies will be going in roughly vanilla order as you go. And we can see on Flanders' side that those are 3'd enemies. So we actually have a case of the sharks being moderately deep, and he's going to take a death there because those are fairly deep enemies.
Uh-oh.
Another detail about the randomizer that I didn't do in the spiel. And Temple's just getting ambushed by a duck. So another detail about the randomizer is it finds some logically possible path through the seed, and all of the enemies are scaled according to that path. It's always a logically possible path, but it might not be a very good path. The logic kind of just goes where it pleases. So that's why we see...
You just got Winters.
Winters. Yeah, that's another one that I would do before coming down to Unnet.
Which is a really quick, easy check to get.
Yeah, a nice key item check up there. We'll see if Temple laces that in. Looks like Flanders has decided to bolt and do the summer stuff as well, which makes a lot of sense. And this lady will sell you a key item for $1. Hence the Eraser, the item that nobody ever wants to see. The Eraser only opens up the worst dungeon in the game.
Definitely going to want repel sandwiches if you're having to go to Stonehenge.
Yeah, not a good one.
But I wonder if they're going to, wait until they get... Well, I mean, all they would need is pack of bubble gum to be able to finish Winters. But a lot of times runners will put off going to Winters just because you don't want to have to go all the way back through because you have to go through that cutscene with Tessie.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have the Eraser,
it's a big time kill.
Yeah, if you have the Eraser and it's early, I would totally just do it, because the chances of a really early check being not required are pretty low. Even if you don't really want to have to do that Stonehenge. And Temple's heading down.
He's going back to...
Yeah, I don't think Temple has seen that the arcade is full of 3'd enemies yet. It looks like he sees now and is wondering whether it's a good idea.
Oh, sorry. I'm watching a different screen. Oh my god. I'm watching the speed racing one, which is more live time, right? Then there's like the delay on the
yeah, speed racing should be a little bit ahead of
series.
me. Yeah, so unfortunately you'll be ahead of me if you're on speed racing and behind me if you are on Earthbound Super Series.
I'll watch Super Series then. So it was the yogurt dispenser that was at the library, not the zombie paper.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm surprised nobody's run up on that. Oh, I guess Temple's doing that right now. Derp. Yeah, the yogurt dispenser is a kid check, and most runners will prioritize those pretty highly.
It's also a key item, too.
Yeah, it's really a good check. It's a shame there's all these elevators and robots and stuff in the way.
And 2 presents, which usually have pretty good items in them, I've found.
Yeah, a lot of people don't check those, but if you're getting... Speaking of presents in Monotoli Building, Temple has just been ambushed by counting one.
Yeah. Which could be a lot of different things. It could be a worthless protoplasm, it could be a dice. Ooh, it's
not something good.
No.
Yeah.
That's basically fire damage, so... Oof.
Yeah, ooh, he's got through it. That should be quite a few levels, too. The fire damage is scaled.
Auto fight through it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That doesn't really bode well for him getting through the
boss.
Yeah, but like you mentioned, there are items here, and if those enemies are that spicy, I would definitely be checking those. But looks like Temple's not doing that. And, ooh, another enemy.
I usually check them after I defeat the boss.
Yeah, it's a lot faster.
And I don't think we have access to exit ice yet, so...
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Ooh, that is a rough boss to run into.
Ooh.
And to solidify.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they're probably going to need some levels before handling that. All of the robots will be the same, Miss Rocker.
Alright, what's Flanders doing over here?
Don't know.
Is he going to go back and try...
Yeah.
Arcade again?
Looks like it. They're really having some trouble finding...
Does he have a cold or something?
Yeah, he has a cold. Looks like he's getting through these enemies, but I don't think he has heal, so that cold is really going to cost him.
Well, it looked like he went to the hospital, but he didn't know to go to the doctor, because the doctor will cure your cold.
It can be hard to remember which ones of these things are healed by which person in there. And vanilla, you never really need to know.
Exactly, and I was about to say that's one thing that I love so much about the randomizer is that, like, you actually utilize parts of the game that you never utilized before. Like, I can't remember in vanilla ever when I went to the doctor for nausea or a cold, or a heat stroke, you know what I mean? Like, sunstroke. Like, and then in the game, you don't have the scaling the same way, and so you don't have healing for, if you're not getting levels, then, what do? Gotta go to the doctor.
Yeah, also the doctor in On It, I think, has just never been used prior to this randomizer. I guess it's probably used in an ancient cave, but
Right.
you wouldn't know which doctor it is. So, all
Right,
right.
but I don't think anything in Onet gives you any type of status ailments like that.
Yeah, you're certainly not going to use the nurse when you only have one character. It looks like
Okay, so Temples and
oh, I
Moonside.
kind of like Flanders' play here, just doing the department store because they're all
The
having some
department
trouble.
store?
Yeah, they're all having some trouble getting started. So department store is not a check, but it is a pile of items. So if he can clear this out, he can get good items and some levels. And since everyone's just having a rough time, that might be a good idea.
For sure. It's definitely good for leveling, and also there's some good stores there. So
Yeah, there's a lot of variety, and they're like hard coded to have better items. Temple's got an early Kraken.
yeah, the beginning has the logic has seemed kind of difficult to figure out for both of these runners right now.
Yeah, I'm wondering where the like early game enemies were. And Flanders has a carbon dog in here.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah, that's not going
Oh
well.
man.
Jeez, and carbon dog's
Whew,
being
there's been
pretty
a lot of
aggro.
deaths.
Yeah, a lot of deaths. Yeah, McGurk's probably right. It's probably mines.
Yeah.
Nobody likes doing the mines, but you can check if it's the earliest thing by talking to a hitman. But nobody likes talking to the hitman.
I talk to the hitman every time.
Good for you, Slug. Show everyone how it's done.
Yeah, you gotta.
It looks like Temple did get through that Kraken, so that is progression for him.
Okay, let's see what he gets.
It's a monkey. And a diamond. Diamond is very good here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's 3. Oh, I paid.
Yeah, it's a key item and 3 to access. And 3 to, of course, have a kid. So that's probably the progression that they're all looking for here.
A kid will be very helpful right now. Let's hope it's not a teddy bear.
That would be so trolly.
Do they have enough money to buy a show ticket though?
It looks like Temple needs
Well, Temple
to...
should, since he just.
Yeah. It looks
Yeah.
like he does need to visit an ATM to get that money, though. That's one of those other things, especially on these early four-side starts. You're just like, how do I get money for the show ticket?
Yeah, Foresight start is pretty good though because there's so many different checks you can do.
Oh, absolutely. It's actually...
Moonside, mines.
Yeah, when I was plotting out the randomizer originally, I was trying to figure out how you could do different starts, and Foreside's the only one besides On It that would actually work as a starting location. Of
Looks
course,
like Flanders is going back for the dog.
yeah, well, he's brought a lot more PP. Hopefully he can get it. I think it's a bold play. He's definitely in a lot better shape.
I would just be doing auto fight on the dog.
Ooh, and he's already
Oh, they
feeling
got the tiny
strange.
ruby.
Tiny Ruby. Trading a diamond for
That's
Tiny
Summers.
Ruby. Not a great deal. And Temple is getting a ride in the tour bus. Alright. Good luck, Flanders. It looks like he's just in the auto fight phase of this dogfight now. And crying and feeling strange, so probably not getting through, but maybe. Come on, Flanders.
Baby, oh no. You got this super sexy Flanders.
Oh, poor Flanders. Well, hopefully he finds a good purchase elsewhere in the seed.
Has Flanders been to Moonside yet?
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has either.
I also saw somewhere he ran into
Sure.
one of those lips enemies, and I didn't see where that was, but that is terrifyingly deep.
Ooh. That's deep, yes. That's like 5th sync deep.
Yeah, that's you don't normally see that in these progressive enemy flags. Looks like Flanders is.
So now that Temple's gone through.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Uh,
I was going to say that now that Temple's gone through Dusty Dunes, he has the warp there now, so.
That's true. The warp there is actually pretty inconvenient unless you're buying repel sandwiches or going to Monkey Cave. The mine's like on the opposite side of the largest
That's
area in the
true.
game. Looks like Flanders is not taking advantage of that though, and is teleporting from Dusty Dunes to itself. Checking the shop.
Interesting.
Didn't have a T-ball bat yet. That kind of makes a lot of sense.
Who do we think's going to be in the prison?
I'm gonna bet on Jeff. How about you?
I'm going to say maybe Paula.
Paula would be nice. Paula is the best kid. Yeah, this is only slightly randomized.
But honestly, early on, I think early on, I personally want Jeff or Pooh because they come with a key item.
Oh, that is true. I like the peace-eye fruit. Oh, and it's better than Teddy, but it is not a kid. They've picked up.
Oh no, it's Flying Man.
Well, that's 2 in a row.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that is a dead end.
With Flying Man.
Yeah, very useful character to have, but not progression.
But definitely go do Frank now.
Oh yeah, you can plow through whatever check you want because Flying Man is very burly. But yeah, that is definitely not what they were hoping for.
Yeah.
Very trolley seed.
Let's see here.
Good way
Pencil
to.
Racer, Yogurt, Eraser, Tiny Ruby, Diamond.
You got a tracker back there?
Well, I'm just writing them down. I think the next play for key progression would be Summer's Tiny Ruby.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they had Summers. That makes sense.
Looks like that's what Temple's doing.
Temple agrees. I was also thinking
Okay,
the
so,
Frank check. Flanders actually has beaten the Frank check, so we'll see what that item is in just a second.
And he had zombie paper.
Okay, well, with what Temple has found, that is also progression. Though I don't think they have any of the Satin Valley items yet.
Mm-hmm.
This hieroglyph copy room is probably going to be one of the Satin Valley items. That's my best guess. Ha, fly honey.
Okay.
Yeah, so between the two of them, we now know
right.
what this seed was thinking. It looks like they have to clean off both of the sets of checks that they've done, and then walk to Satin Valley. We haven't seen what the...
Do we think Temple's going to go back to Onett? Yep, there he goes.
Yeah. And whenever if you have a hard boss and then you pick up Flying Man, you're just like, well, that's the solution to that.
More like One Punch Man.
One Punch Flying Man.
Sorry,
yeah.
that joke.
Yeah, Nest Rocker, mine has not been checked yet.
Nope.
Kind of surprising. Flanders
These little ghosts. I had a practice seed the other day, and literally it was like 2 rows of those tiny little ghosts, and they just kept calling their friends.
Oof.
And I was like, no, I'm out of here. I can't do this.
Oh, jeez. My worst randomized enemy so far was the loaded dice calling each other and caterpillars. It was just, yeah, it was just a total mess. And then the boss had loaded dice too, which also did that.
God, the loaded dice are really a terrible enemy in this game, especially randomized.
Yeah, the fact that they can call themselves with the randomized enemy placement is pretty mean.
So Flanders doesn't have 3'd yet because Flanders hasn't finished Moonside.
That's correct. Looks like he's trying to peel out the Monotoli building though.
Yeah, I wonder what he's gonna get.
Well, we know it's a
Temple
kid.
didn't finish Monotoli, did he?
No, and we know it's a kid because
yes, we do.
We've found the not kid. See, all enemies being loaded dice wouldn't be a problem.
Ooh! With the jukes.
Yeah, unfortunately that door is locked, but well, like, good attempt.
Yeah.
If that door wasn't locked in vanilla,
I like that. His favorite.
The favorite thing is dying.
The coolest thing to Flanders is dying.
Well,
I can get behind that.
He's getting a lot of it. This has been a very mean seed. If he manages to pull off this fight, then that'll definitely be something that Temple doesn't have, which I think is what Flanders needs right now.
Could be a meteorite piece.
Could be a meteor piece. Could be a kid. Could be like 2 items and... Oh, rough.
Well, we know it's a kid, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Could be a kid who has an item, so there could be a lot of stuff there.
It's difficult to defeat department store spook when you don't have freeze.
Yeah, freeze like trivializes.
Freeze really just knocks it right out.
Yeah, a better bat would probably get him through there too, but I think he only has the T-ball bat so far. Interestingly, Temple seems to have cleared out the zombie tent cutscene and then decided to come back over here.
Going back to Monotoli.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, if you get walled by a boss, then you pick up Flying Man. Looks like Flanders has decided to go search for items, which is another good choice of things to do when you're getting walled. There's actually a ton in this desert.
Does he have healing yet?
I don't think so. There is a couple of ways to heal right here, though. He has no money. I missed what the item was. It looks like key to the shacks in the mines, which is something they're going to probably need to do, but is not immediately useful.
Right.
Temple getting those present jukes.
Going back to try and fight the department store spook again. And Flanders still hasn't checked Moonside. And do we think he's just forgetting? Because I know I've forgotten Moonside, and this cost me before.
I hope he's not, because that would be a rough one to forget.
Once you forget once, you never forget again. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I think
you will always check Moonside once you play a seed, and it costs you like 40 minutes.
Jeez, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to hint that one better. And it's Pooh, so there is a kid and 2 items here. This Pooh starts with an item.
All right.
And carrot key in here, so kind of a Dalam starter pack here.
Very nice.
Monkey invitation. So I believe they have the pencil eraser already, so that is another item and teleport.
They do. And if they get Dalam, that's another teleport. And the first sync. We haven't seen a sync yet.
That's true.
It's been a really tough start to this seed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So fairly good items in the Monotoli building.
Yeah, I think Temple actually has technically access to 2 sanctuaries already with Milky Well and Lilliput Steps. Yeah.
Well, that's true. Yeah, because if he goes in and defeats Belch, then that opens up Tucson.
Yep. Looks like Flanders is taking a boat ride.
Flanders is going down to Scaraba.
Huh. That's a departure. Again, I'm expecting he's just really wants some better items or levels. Does make me think that he's forgotten Moonside, which is very rough.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna guess that Temple's gonna go to the desert. Oh.
Looks like he's trying.
Bonk.
Bonk. And heavily armed Pokey in the sea.
Oof. Not a good enemy when you're low level.
Oh my goodness.
You don't have paralysis.
He did 200 damage. I don't think he's winning this fight. Holy cow.
Props to trying, though.
Yeah.
My God.
Good hustle. You know, if you come back there with paralysis and then just hold auto fight for a hot minute, you might...
Yeah, but if he's doing 200 damage, that is just wild.
Yeah, it'll take a while to get through that.
Is he going to Moonside?
He's right next to the Hitman. Okay.
Come on.
Come on, Flanders.
No. Come on.
Come on.
You got
Hey, you got it! All right.
Go to Jackie's Cafe. Yeah.
Yes, okay. Flanders is back on track.
After his harrowing trip to Scaraba.
It's okay. He's just narrowed down all the places it can't be. Looks like Temple's doing some monkey business.
Whatever you do, don't talk below the monkey.
Oh, I'm so sorry that I ran into that. Actually, way back on the very first seed that Aurelius ran, he was like, I think you could softlock here. And I like tried really hard to get exactly that softlock and couldn't, so I assumed it was impossible.
And I did. Which is so funny because I've literally never talked below the monkey. Like my controller just put me there and I was like, whatever, I'm here, you know? Yeah. And then I was stuck.
And you were stuck. Yeah, that's in my to-do list of things to fix.
So Flanders shouldn't have any issues with, it was Kraken at Moonside, right?
Yes.
Because he's done a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Temple got through there with less.
But I think he's going to realize that this is what's going to open up the seed for him.
Yeah, definitely. He already knows where a bunch of things are. Should be able to figure out, like, how to fix things with that. And since all of this, like, getting lost has added levels, he'll be going through this stuff faster than Temple did. So there's definitely the ability to catch up here. Also, he has the best window border flavor, and you can't count that out.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Oh, yeah, one hit. Nice.
Yeah, one hit Kraken. Yeah, people are really afraid of Kraken because it's nasty in the speedrun, and I think it's also mean in Ancient Cave. But it's not that big of a deal in PK Scramble.
Yeah, unless they start throwing tornadoes, and then you got something to worry about.
Yeah, the tornado can be scary. It curses very nastily, but it doesn't have that much HP. So you can usually just, like, blast through it.
Right, let's see what Talarama has for us. Yeah, that teeth smash is amazing. The dental flavor. If I could have dental flavor every time, I would.
Nice.
All right,
Looks like they got a useless UFO engine and an extremely useful Dalam teleport. So that'll be
nice.
A kid, another teleport, a sanctuary. We actually have...
All right, let's go.
Do they have Meteorite Piece?
Nope.
Yeah, so we're Meteorite Piece and Paula away from Go mode, because they actually do have, with the Mines check, 4 Sanctuary accesses.
Let's just hope that Paula is not in the cabin, because then they're going to have to go searching for the cabin key.
Yeah, it could be a longer track. We'll know very soon. I'm sure Temple is going straight to Dalam. There's like a zillion good reasons.
I would imagine.
Yeah. It's a kid check, and you really want to do those teleport checks when you are getting ready to go to Saturn Valley, in case you don't have to walk.
Also, just something to note, you don't have to talk to the Runaway 5, you can just get straight on the bus.
Yeah, you do have to talk to them on the other one, because this game is super consistent.
For Tucson, yes.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, the way that cutscene where they all pile into the room, the way that that's coded is completely different in the 2 different ones. Like, not even, like, 2 copies with different numbers. They're just, like, completely different. Doesn't make any sense.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying to speed up the other one the same way I sped this one up, and I was just like, nope.
That's interesting. I wonder why they did that.
You know, why do one thing when you can do it 3 ways? That seems to be
There's Paula.
Yeah, there's Paula.
Good old E-Toy.
Yeah.
My hero.
Okay, pendant. That's one of the things they're looking for in here. There's actually a nice pile of Paula equipment there right at the start.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, looks like Temple's heading down to the...
Okay, so Temple just talked to the...
Yeah, talk to the star.
Yeah, he talked to the master, so he's going to do the teleport.
Yep. Which makes a lot of sense, because you don't want to have to walk to Saturn Valley.
There are can be some good gifts along the way.
Yeah, I like to check these.
Always
They're
nice.
fairly quick item checks. Looks like he's skipping one, though.
And in the vanilla game, it says, "Whoa!" which is pretty cool.
Well, it still says "whoa" here. It's just they plow
Oh,
through
it
it
does!
so fast. Yeah, it's just you have instant text speed, so you don't notice.
And repel sandwiches. That's going to be good for
Yeah.
Pink Cloud.
They're getting ready to go into Pile of Sanctuaries mode, so I can see them stocking up on those.
Temple has some capsules he should probably use to clear up some space in inventory, though.
Yeah, you should use your capsules. Alright, and Flanders gets his Flying Man. That'll get him through all of those checks that he was having trouble with, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's actually
Do you think he's going to go back and defeat Diamond Dog for justice?
I sure hope so. And a red swirl from a red Antoid. Yeah, Oxwas, that shop in Vanilla has brain food lunches. It's like the one that all of the beginner's guides tells you to stock up at. And
deli sauce, which is good on every food.
That's true, though still not worth the inventory space.
Mm-mm.
Whoa. 3. Well, that's useless.
Oh, come on.
You gotta get a troll teleporter. It's not a PK Scramble.
So do we think, I mean, here's what I think Temple's going to do. Pink Cloud, 3 to Saturn Valley.
Yeah, that's what I would do too, but it looks like he's skipping the Pink
Cloud. Not doing it, yeah.
Yeah, I would totally Pink Cloud there. You save the whole 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm. And get some levels for Paula while you're at it.
Yeah, definitely. Once you have Paula, just do your Sanctuaries. I should go buff condiments.
What do we have Flanders doing here? Did Flanders ever go to Winters?
You know, I don't know if he did.
To check the item?
What was
the Winters? I think they did. I think it was one of the early ones. It might have been Eraser.
Hmm. We do have one of those, so that could be it.
Mm-hmm.
York.
Oh, Flanders, what are you doing? He's going back to... Oh, wait, he has Tiny Ruby now. That's what he's doing. Yeah. I thought he was going to try to go beat up Pokey again.
Jeez. Well, you know, it would be a lot of levels, but I don't think that's the direction to go.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Temple is a fair chunk ahead. There's, like, 2 dungeons,
Still don't have any Sanks done, though.
Yeah.
But some runners like to wait until they have all their checks to just do them, like sequentially, you know?
That's a very common thing that people do.
Except for the Revenge Tour.
Yeah, except like a handful of the sanctuaries are just way out of the way. People will do those, like Lilliput and Rainy Circle.
Mm-hmm. I usually leave Milky Well to last because you're already in Saturn Valley, so...
Yeah, and everyone hates Milky Well, so it makes sense.
I will not do Milky Well. If I don't have a repel sandwich, I won't do it.
Yeah, it's...
You can't make me.
It's really dense. It's really hard to avoid the enemies, even if they're running away from you. And the vanilla enemies there are terrible.
Yes, terrible. And with progression, like progressive enemies, there could be like wild buffalo in that tunnel.
And you can't get
your
past
girl's
them.
Not doing it. Yeah, I noticed that. No safety save.
Yeah, without the actually visiting Saturn Valley, they don't get the teleport. So if you wipe here, then
and that could be a big time loss.
Yeah, it could be. Though with that flying man, I don't think it's very likely.
True.
Though these are exploding enemies, the true bane of flying men.
Oh. Yep. Using them capsules.
It's capsule time. Yeah, they can't see how far ahead or behind they are, so Temple might actually be feeling some pressure after also having a tough start to the seed, just not quite as tough as Flanders had. So doing those YOLO strats might be an attempt to like pull ahead. Where is flying NB?
Flying women.
I mean, if
They just
somebody
have like a
draws
bikini top on.
yeah, if somebody
But
draws
they're
the
still
sprites-
super buff.
Oh, of course. Yeah, draw me some
All right,
sprites.
Electrospector at Belch.
It looks like a fairly easy kill. And it's actually kind of nice having Pooh dead for that, because Electrospector has so much EXP. You're welcome, Nestrocker. It was a very nicely executed protoplasm skip that you just got completely robbed on. And Flanders is finding a butterfly in a very improbable place.
Butterfly there.
Yeah.
See, do we think we're going to get a Magic Hint teleport here?
It's popular.
At Saturn Coffee?
Nice call. Yeah, so there's a Magic Hint.
I knew it. Wonder how.
I don't know why it's so popular there. Yeah,
honestly, with the way these Gygus fights have gone, I would say go to Magic Hint and just get it done.
Yeah, if
get those levels, you know.
If you have it fairly early and you think you have a way to get like past the boss, then I think it's worth it.
Might also be a good time to get rid of Flying Man, because he is not a friend going into the Cave of the Past.
That's true. Though that would kind of point at doing your Magic Ant as late as possible, because you want to use the Flying Man up to that point. But you also want to do it as early as possible, because you should just get those stat boosts earlier. So I don't actually know what the best way to do that is.
Well, we do know that in Magic Hint it's going to be armed pokies, because it's always the same boss on your way down to
That's
Scarab.
true. Those are some scary
But they're pretty easy to get around.
Yeah.
But he's got a trail of 2 extra like people on, so.
Oh, yeah, if you get the full 6-member party, then it might be hard to get past those pokies. Looks like Temple is
Going
gonna
to Tucson?
Yeah, using some public transportation.
So that means Jeff is in cabin. Hopefully he doesn't have what we need. But did Temple check where the meteorite piece is?
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
He did very little in Saturn Valley.
Right, Flanders going through Monkey Cave.
It's a monkey cave.
They might, Catalan.
Yeah, one of the things that's been fun about this is a lot of boogie percent runners are running Scramble, and then it's like, I'm an expert in this game until it's past 3'd. I don't know where anything is anymore.
Do we think Temple's going to do Apple Kid or just go straight to Lilliput?
Looks like
yeah,
Apple
he's
Kid.
doing Apple Kid.
Yeah, with the need for that meteorite piece, you've still got to be doing checks. So it's kind of surprising he didn't take the hint.
Right.
We got that Mr. Baseball bat. Wait, that's not the bat from the meme.
Who is Mr. Baseball?
Who is Mr.
I need
Baseball?
to know.
Well, he's better than that hack, Casey, that's for sure. You need at least a 1 in 3 hit rate if you're going to be a baseball star.
Okay, so we just got the key to the cabin, so that's going to be the 4th kid.
Yeah, so that's a Jeff.
If they get a Franklin badge, that's a full Happy Happy Village check, so.
Yeah, Jeff comes with an item, so Happy Happy Village is pretty loaded up. I'm sure Temple will be heading there next.
Who is Mrs. Baseball? Wouldn't you like to know, Kyle?
I need to randomize the baseball gender, and it is that Franklin badge, so that is a
Oh,
full
nice! Called it.
Nicely called.
Right.
Ooh,
So
good
that's
items here, too.
Yeah.
Always got that big league bat. That's the bat from the meme.
And a heavy bazooka. I bet that bakery has repelled DX.
Could be. They've been more
Where's he
scarce
going?
lately. I don't know where he's going.
Yeah.
I guess gotta check that mines, which is a good call since he hasn't
Mm.
looked yet and looking for a meteor
Mm-hmm.
piece.
Mm-hmm. Flanders getting about to get the Delom check.
Yeah, Flanders is getting closer and closer. Five big Starmans.
Think it's deluxe or junior.
I believe that Junior gets called Five Big Juniors. Looks like he's
Okay.
not picking it up.
Either way.
Does he already have 4 Sanctuary accesses?
Mm,
I guess you get
no.
so many items in Happy Happy Village, you might just risk one of those being the one you
He
get.
has pink. Temple has Pink Cloud and Milky Well.
Hmm.
And other than that, he could have had Giant Step.
Yeah, I just skipped over that one.
And then no, yeah, okay. Well, the key to the shack would have been fourth Sank because he does have Lilliput.
Yeah. So it's kind of surprising he's skipping it.
It looks like that's where they're going.
Yeah. Probably hoping for 5th Sanctuary access before having to do Mole Cave.
Which, I mean, could still happen. Get a pack of bubble gum. But, I mean, would you rather do Mole Cave or Winters, you know?
That's a good question. They got the pencil eraser, which speeds up the Winter's check quite a bit. But they're also...
Flanders is going for his first Sank.
There you go. Yeah, like we were saying before, it's nice to get this one out of the way while you're down here. Saving that 10 seconds or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crimson, there was a very rough start to this seed. The logic was a little bit difficult to figure out, and there were a lot of deaths.
Yeah. There have not been any bears, just metaphorical bears.
Fair.
And no ram raisins. Flanders did try to take the boat to Scareba, but there was a very, very heavily armed pokey on the way.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Right. This is apparently the 3rd Sanctuary, logically. And it's vanilla.
Okay. Oh. Well, he has Paula and Pooh, so freeze him out.
And, yeah, okay, he's just instant dead. Yeah, I don't think Thunder and Storm is that threatening of a boss.
They're really not. A lot of time they skip turns, taking a breath, preparing for the next attack.
Yeah, and the flash will usually get scaled down to
The enemies leading up to Thunder and Storm are more difficult in vanilla. Because you can get flashed by those,
Yeah.
What are they?
Yeah, there's a lot of flash stuff in that cave.
You know, the little electric dudes.
Kyle and Rizakun, you can get 6 kids in your party. For some reason, the game supports up to 6. It's 4 kids plus 2 NPC characters. It also supports having 8 characters in your party during a battle, for some reason. So the game does not explode when you have the 6-kid party, but it does lag a lot.
Yeah, I honestly would just drop that teddy bear if I was Temple. Get rid of it. Get it out of here.
Yeah, I think
Dead weight.
Buzzbuzz isn't a real party member, so he fits in with 2 others.
You want to hear a theory I have? I think that there was supposed to be a point in the game where Everdread joined your party because in the ghost sprites, there's a dead Everdread ghost sprite.
Yeah, Everdread has a lot of extra sprites.
Mm-hmm.
8 characters for the extra
Which would have been cool. He bites people.
Nice. The extra characters that you can get that are not like in your party include the ghosts that possess you, and Buzz will also end up in your party during a battle.
Alright, so we see Barf at the free stand, which is a technically free, but...
Yeah, that's a... Repel DX is here. That's very nice to find.
Ooh!
Yes.
And secret herbs, honestly, if you wanted to go that way.
Yeah, I like those.
A lot of times when I find good items in the Happy Happy Village shop, I will stock up. That way I don't have to do a lot of in-game prep, you know? If you find good items, use up that inventory space.
Yeah, and this shop does have a tendency to be loaded. So, a good place to do it. I also like stocking up on a lot of secret herbs and just a handful of Horns of Life, since the secret herb is so much cheaper that it actually matters. Because you can use the Horn of Life if you're like really in trouble, and the secret herb the rest of the time.
Although I do like the, you know, assuredness of a Horn of Life for a cup of life noodles.
Yeah.
Because if the secret herb doesn't work in a Gygas fight, it can really be detrimental to your health.
Yeah, that's why I like having a mix of them.
We don't know what's in those herbs.
They're
not FDA approved.
There's turns where you can like handle the whiffed herb, and there's turns where you can't, which is why I like to have a mix.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a Jeff.
There's Jeffrey.
He's shy, he's reckless. Yeah. We get the 6th character, super lag party. Jeff has a police badge. That narc.
Useless. Except for maybe if you wanted exit mice.
Wait, it looks like his other item... Yeah, okay, Jeff has the police badge and the water bills, so Jeff is super useless.
Wow. A lot of items.
Lag.
Oh, Temple, please drop the teddy bear, bro.
No,
You're just holding on to that teddy. Ooh, are these my people? Are there slugs in there?
Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell with those little Antoid, like...
There were little dots.
Yeah. And some of these backgrounds are so hard to see.
Could be a pit bull slug. My trashy cousins. I'm sorry.
I bet they're probably an arachnid or a roach. The stutter's this
Arachnids
good.
look like roaches. Antoids and slugs look the same little dots.
I didn't even realize that they were different.
He is stuttering with a 6-person party.
Ooh, we have a is this some sort of randomizer
Temple showing off
in chat. So, this is PK Scramble. You can find it on pkscramble.com. It is an Earthbound key item randomizer. It shuffles the locations of all of the key items in the game. So you could find the Shyness book on the Meteor. You could find a wad of bills in the library. In addition to that, it shuffles the character join locations and adds something that we call PK checks, which are random teleport locations you get from plot NPCs. That opens it up and kind of makes it a puzzle how to get to the end of the game. The goal of the game is to beat Gygas. To do that, they're going to have to get to Saturn Valley, repair the phase disorder, find Paula, and complete, in this seed, 4 sanctuaries. And that's the spiel.
Yep, that's the spiel. There's a ton of different flags you can choose that makes the game a lot easier or a lot harder. You can do up to 8 sanks, so you can actually play the entire game, you know, and I think a lot of people compare this Earthbound randomizer to the Link to the Past rando, which is what I thought the very first time I played it, which is great because I think it's something that Earthbound fans have been looking for quite a while. Ancient Cave is really cool, but it's a different feel.
Yeah,
Ancient Cave one is something like, you know...
Yeah, I think Ancient Cave is probably like the coolest entrance randomizer that you're going to find, but entrance randomizers are kind of a sometimes food, so if you didn't like it, you might still like this. And if you like this, you might also like Ancient Cave, so go ahead and give it a shot. And Flanders has to register a meme.
Okay, we'll never know if they were slugs in Lilliput Steps.
That's true. People is just too good at that stuttering.
But if you haven't played PK Scramble and you are an Earthbound fan, please play it. You will absolutely adore it. It is filled with as much charm as the original game. Jay Tolmar has done a really good job at kind of like keeping up that sort of shtick than charm that we love from Earthbound in the added text. So I recommend playing it through like kind of slowly the first time, because if you're trying to just speed through it, like you're gonna miss a lot of really good stuff, which is why we were talking about Ram Raisin earlier. Like that's one of my favorite parts. Is that little Ram Raisin? Like it's just so good. So there's a lot of extra stuff he's added, so much quality of life. Like it's a really great rando.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Also trying to thought.
Okay.
Looks like Temple's finished off Lilliput. Flanders is still on the road to catching up, getting through that Belch base.
And Temple's not going to check Carpainter, which could be bad. He could have the meteorite piece. We don't know. No one has checked where it is yet. I hope Flanders checks, because I would just like to know in general.
Yeah, skipping Carpenter is kind of surprising.
It's such an easy, like it's so easy. You fight two things.
Yeah.
And you get two presents.
Though it might take an extra couple of minutes with a 6-person party. That room is so laggy.
It is. Even in vanilla, it lags horribly.
Looks like Temple's just clearing out things that'll lead to sanctuary checks. Gotta have to figure out that meteor later. It could be on Boogie Tent, too. I think that's one new check he's unloaded.
Now, I have a question. Did Flanders ever get Flying Man, or did he not?
I remember him getting Flying Man. Is he missing a Flying Man now?
So his Flying Man's gone. Yeah, he doesn't have Flying Man
anymore. I missed
anymore.
whatever killed the Flying Man.
Oh, they're deluxe. He did? Okay. Ah. Okay, so Flanders through Electro Spectre, moving into Saturn Valley. He'll get that magic hit check, and then let's see if he does the phase distorter to see where the meteorite piece is, because I am so curious.
I don't think Flanders is opting to take this
And if
early.
If it's Carpenter, I'm just gonna be like, ah!
Yeah, I hope it's Carpenter. You just skip a check like that.
Oh man, harsh.
He had every opportunity to get it. These Starman Deluxes
true.
are going down very quickly.
Yeah, well, this was a pretty early in logic check, so.
Yeah.
And he still has Flying Man, you know.
Yeah, Flying Man's just going through them in one hit. The bosses in this cave also do have reduced HP, because there's so many of them.
And he's gonna get some exit mice, which is nice.
Yeah, exit nice.
So this is gonna add key to the shack. What do we not have at this point?
Hieroglyph copy.
Bubblegum, Hieroglyph, Hawkeye, Meteorite Piece, Derp, Shyness Book. Trout. Oh no, we got the yogurt dispenser. Indicrot. Okay.
Flanders found the mole
Did
that's
that say
supposed to be
which
in
one
this
this
cave.
was? Alright, Guardian Digger down. So that's gonna give Flanders Milky Well. So that's 2 Sanks for Flanders right now. He has Pink Cloud and Milky Well.
Yeah, it's interesting that he's just doing them early. I feel like he's also like maybe 2.5 dungeons behind, so having completed 2 sanctuaries, that kind of cancels out.
Mm-hmm. But this is going to put Temple into go mode. Not yet, because he hasn't found the meteorite piece.
And Temple has a meme as well. Something about Flying Man. That's something correct about Flying Man.
Flying Man is Bay.
Flying Man is Bay.
Little fuzzy pickle action. Oh no, he's not going to check either. What? What are they doing? Golly.
Oh, Flanders was trying to use the teleport there to skip the photo man and ended up getting toasted and photoed.
Okay. So maybe he will go check? I don't
I
know.
hope he go checks.
Him going to 3 makes me think he's going to go to Tucson.
Looks like Temple's picking up
He might just try to go...
the boogie tent check.
Okay.
Hey, it's Carpenter. You were saying that should be on Carpenter, right?
Yes. Wait, no, I was saying Carpenter, where, like, quote unquote.
Yes. Well, maybe it'll be on Carpenter, unquote.
He's back to normal, folks. No more cult.
No more cult. No longer is a tent. And it's a meteorite piece. Well, no punish. Temple's got go mode.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, so he's just got to finish off 3 sanctuaries and the end of the game now. Meanwhile, Flanders has...
Look at all those burnt up sprites.
He's just showing off how many burnt sprites he can get at one party now. Yeah, that lag is, like, palpable when you're playing with that many kids. And you notice when you go, like, left or right, that the teddy bear is all the way on the edge of the screen, which makes dodging enemies just a total pain.
Nearly impossible. But he does have a lot of repel DXs.
That's true. You don't need to dodge enemies if you prevent them from spawning, because you're just so stinky. The teleport in Bergam Park's crash is probably fixed, but I don't think anyone's tried it with 6 kids.
I have teleported out of Berglund and it's been fine, so I believe it's fixed. But no, I have not tried it with 6. But like I said, if I have 6 people, I usually, like 6 sprites, I just drop the teddy bear.
Yeah, poor teddy bear.
Eh. I mean, that teddy bear is holding on for dear life, though. So I guess I gotta give props to the teddy.
Yeah, that teddy bear is protecting that flying man who's protecting you.
For so long. So is this Temple's first sank that he's checking?
I think it's the
second.
second.
It is.
He did Lilliput.
Second?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Crimson Green pointing out that Everdred is vanilla, and Jay Tolmar pointing out that you should not lick Everdred. Don't find out what flavor he is. That's gross.
I imagine Everdred probably tastes like cheap whiskey and stale cigarettes. I don't know. That's just my guess.
I don't imagine what Everdred probably tastes like.
Never? Not in any world?
No. Alright, Flanders picking up that Franklin badge. Now has the full access to Happy Few Village. But apparently, skipping all of that stuff except for Lilliput was the play, so...
Yeah, okay. Alright, going into giant step.
It really is a big step.
I think Flanders got rid of his teddy. There's exploding trees in this cave.
And bears. Everyone likes bears. Easy bears.
He probably just steals them. Probably just steals cigars. They fell off the back of a truck. Don't worry about it. You know, he did have just like a wad of bills.
Wad of bills. And some of the places you can find the wad of bills are so funny. I like when Applegate just prints you some. I invented this. Sure you did, buddy.
Don't ask where I got this. I think I might be a genius. I don't know. I love Apple Kids, like, just blind confidence.
I mean, he deserves it. Puts in good work.
The real MVP.
You wouldn't get through this game without Apple Kid.
You really wouldn't.
That's true. Way better than that hack Orange Kid. You know, there's been a lot of people who've requested that I randomize which one of the kids is competent.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Do you really want to put up with that?
Well, I mean, listen, anyone who speedruns Earthbound is a masochist to begin with, so I don't think adding something like that is going to be too big of a deal. Now, I'm going to be interested to see on how much Temple prepares for Gygas, because he's pretty much just been zooming.
Yeah, he has a lot of stuff. He has those okay pendants, and I think had several opportunities to buy repel sandwiches and secret herbs. So it could just be no preparation at all.
Mm-hmm. Because really, if you have repel DX, you know, you need maybe 3 to get through the Cave of the Past.
Yeah, it's 2 repel DXs. Some people say it's 3 regulars, but I always needed 4.
You definitely need 2 in the first half. You know, you'll get to like that point where you're about to get the gift and Cave of the Past, and you'll start seeing enemies again.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get the timing perfect, it might be 3 regulars.
Okay. Something to note, non-stick fry pan is one of the better fry pans
That's true. This game is from
in the game.
back when that was a novel and new thing, instead of just all frying pans. Ohio.
I haven't seen the holy fry pan or the magic fry pan lately, though.
Well, those are gonna show up in like 8 sanks mostly. They're
Okay.
fairly deep in the logic. Alright, and Temple is ready to head on to Gygas.
See if he checks the shop.
Yeah, that is a good shop. It's very hard to convince yourself not to check it. I think he's gonna do it.
I think so.
And it's got Points of Life, but it's actually not that impressive of a shop. I've been seeing a lot of them with flame pendants lately, and it's like, you don't really need a flame pendant.
Right, yeah. They would do nothing against a Gygas fight unless maybe you were fighting Kraken as assistant.
I don't think Kraken... Oh yeah, Kraken does have fire. Yeah, you're right. Or if you have, like, curses or attack shuffle on.
Right, yeah.
Speaking of flames, Flanders is getting ambushed by a surprise flame enemy.
Oh no! So Flanders is about to go get Jeff. I wonder if Flanders is going to do the card painter check.
Yeah, I imagine.
Or if he'll also skip it.
I would expect him to do the whole thing, but I would have expected Temple to. Temple just did a surreptitious check of whether Paula has Shield Sigma, so he's still concerned about whether you prepare or not.
Okay.
Oh yeah, McGurk has a very good point. It's time for all of us to guess who the assistant will be.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess Frank.
I'm gonna say clumsy robot.
Oof, mean.
Or maybe Belch.
Maybe Belch?
We know it's not Diamond Dog. We know it's not Car Painter. We know it's not Everdread. We know it's not Barf.
Yeah.
We know it's not the Moles. Yeah,
you all got
could be Ant again.
Could be Ant again. You've all got a little over a minute to guess who Gygas' assistant is going to be.
Shroom? Ooh, Shroom would be fun. Ugh.
Shroom's the worst.
It's not Electrospectre, it's not Thunder and Storm.
Looks like Flanders is stealing from the shop, so that's always fun.
Could be Plague.
Playground of Doom.
With his full set of teeth.
There sure are
That
some teeth
always
on
like
that.
creeps me out. Like, he has so many teeth. That's not how rats' teeth look.
Nope.
And if I ever saw a rat with teeth like that, I would scream and run.
I mean, would you scream and run if you just saw a normal rat unexpectedly?
Probably, yeah, you're right. Okay,
Yeah, me too.
Fair enough.
Flanders says, stolen from the shop, found out that Pooh doesn't like gross out humor. And he grabbed a lot of brain food lunches and repel sandwiches there. I don't think
Nice,
that...
and some levels.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be, like, enough to catch him up. But if Temple takes a lot of unfortunate wipes, then Flanders can come back with all of that.
And he can also get through this cave pretty easily with repels.
Mm-hmm. He does have, I think...
But I wonder if Flanders checked... Sorry, go ahead.
I think Flanders has 2 sanctuaries after this. No, he has 1, because he did Milky Well.
Yeah. So he needs to go do mines, right?
Okay. Did he do mines? Hey, look, it's some slugs.
I don't know, I can't remember.
It's just what you wanted. Your
They
trashy
were
cousin.
pitbull slugs! Get out of here. You know you're not welcome. Oof.
Alright.
Spinning robos and pitbull slugs. So Temple is moving into the Gookie fight.
Yep.
We're about to find out who the assistant will be.
Yep, gotta fight that goose. Sorry, I have a fire truck on my side.
Yeah, and Temple's going with a 6-person party to Gaigus, which with Flying Man could be pretty bad.
Trillion
he will
and
punch
Sprout.
you in the face.
Once again, nobody guessed Trillion and Sprout.
Golly!
As he says, the Apple of Enlightenment could not have predicted this. Basically, I will never stop committing arson. Because I haven't in the first place, so I can't stop. Yeah, Trillion and Sprout's a mean one. Shouldn't have full strength Flash. Might have full strength Diamond Eyes, though, so this could be a pretty spicy fight.
They do have secret herbs, which will cure Diamond Eyes, but no healing. Was it Gamma? Because if they had healing Gamma, that would also cure Diamond Eyes, but. Even the teddy bear had a shield? What? No. Why did the teddy bear have a shield Sigma on?
I mean, you use Shield Sigma. It gets everybody.
That's hilarious.
I mean, Buzz manages to Shield Sigma, and he's basically a teddy bear.
Okay, well, Temple made it through the first phase with Flying Man, which is impressive. But Paula is dead.
And poor Paula. If Flying Man will be useful for the next phase, and then a mild time waster for the rest. So, go Flying Man, go.
Alright, so Flanders is done with Lilliput, and we're going to see if he's going to check out Car Painter.
Yeah, does Flanders... Flanders didn't take the meteorite hint, right?
No, also did not.
Yeah, so probably going to be faffing about with that for a while.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a pretty rough flash.
I mean, Boogie Tent can be an easy thing to forget, you know?
That's true.
Temple going into third phase.
Those isolated bosses...
Looks like Flanders is also skip. Wait, or is he going to it? Oh, he's going to Carpenter.
Flanders got stuck for a second because he didn't realize that there were bugs in his way.
It was at Boogie Tent Nest, Rocker.
Looks like the cultists are all arachnids today.
Right.
Those are some pretty mean Gaigus freezes.
Yeah. I wonder if Temple's feeling a little pressure.
Temple did take like a good second to prepare and make sure everything's going right. So, I don't know. I think he's probably not.
Really, you just need to keep Pooh alive, and that'll keep Paula alive.
Yeah, he's got 2 healers, and I believe Gygas should be.
And it looks.
Ooh, crap!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! And it looks like it's Starman Jr. at Flanders, and he is kicking ass as usual.
Yeah, Starman Jr. is a mean
like
one.
The SOB he is.
Ooh, Temple
so
is
it's a good thing that Temple did not take the car painter fight. Although this will probably be a good amount of levels for Flanders.
I actually don't remember how good the levels are for Starman Jr.
I guess. Well, I figured because maybe in Logic. I don't know.
Yeah. What are you doing, Temple?
Yeah, if I had gotten Magic Hit in my seed early on, I definitely would have gone and done it. Okay, so that's the pack of bubblegum, which you could go and do Winters if you don't want to do Mole Cave.
That's
I don't
true.
know if it's... I think it would take longer, but...
We were debating earlier which would be faster.
Yeah.
Hopefully just
It
not...
is a good place to save.
Yeah, there is a very good place to save back there.
Yeah, sorry, that was my dog. I have a very old dog, so if you heard some weird horfing, that was not me. That was my geriatric 15-year-old dog. I apologize. Prove it, hey!
Prove that dogs exist. You can't.
You can't hear a tap dancing back there?
That could be a capybara. Oh, Crimson Green, that's probably a good bet. Trying to kill Flying Man.
Yeah, I would imagine. That's what I had to do. It's, I think Temple got really lucky getting through that first phase with a Flying Man.
Yeah, definitely. I think, Magic Hand might be a better way to kill Flying Man. So there is no guarantee that it's Ness's Nightmare or anything like that.
Right.
Those Pitbull slugs sure smash a lot.
They're mean, I told you.
They're mean. And Flanders is
hang on one
taking the
second.
check over here. I don't believe Flanders knows where the meteorite piece is yet, so hopefully not gonna opt to do Stonehenge while over there. That is a very majestic beast. Everyone likes Tessie.
Okay, sorry. I had to let my dog out.
Oh. And now we know who did it, at least.
So, so Temple is going to go and take a second fight with Gygas, it looks like.
Yeah.
Not even checking the present.
Successfully murdered the bird. And I think he got the present on the first try, so knows what it is and presumably thinks it's garbage.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, the Rainy Circle will be Flanders' 4th Sank. Is that correct?
I think so? Yes.
Yeah.
But Flanders doesn't know where the meteorite piece is yet, so it's possible
That's
that...
right.
Yeah, there's 2 items down there, and one of them's a real slog to get to. So I don't think this is going to work out well for Flanders. And we're back to Trillion Sprout. This time the Apple of Enlightenment could have guessed it, because we've rewound time and tried again.
So it's a bit of a longer seat than some of the other ones have been in the first bracket races. A lot of them have been close to about an hour, and I think this is due to the very rocky start that was the logic of this seed.
Yeah, we're at about an hour and 15 right now, though, so we're still within like pretty normal seed lengths.
Oh yeah, very reasonable for sure. Andrew's going straight for a Rainy Circle. I wonder if it's in his mind to go check Bogey 10. Or if he's just going to go to Saturn Valley and see if he can find out where it is and then go do that real quick. Because it is a pretty quick check.
It's true.
So there is that.
If he's thinking that he has to do Stonehenge now versus repeat Tessie.
Oh.
Hey, there's that shroom. Vanilla shroom.
Okay.
You should also not lick shrooms to find out what flavor they are unless you have positively identified what species of mushroom it is.
Or you're looking to have a wild night. All right.
You should not lick shrooms to find out whether they're psychedelic.
All right, looks like Temple going into the third phase again.
Yep. He's motoring along. Looks like he's in fairly decent shape. And heading on to the fourth phase of Gygus, because technically this is a different form of Gygus.
When his defenses
Yeah.
become unstable.
Yeah, for that single turn, there is a different Gygus.
You know, Kyle, I was going to say something about the tacos, but I didn't want to, like, you know, just straight out you, so. All Kyle has been eating is tacos. There, I said it.
You know, as long as it's a variety of tacos, you got some veggie tacos in there for health, and you're fine.
Right, yeah. Maybe like some zucchini. Ooh, that would be good.
Well, that reminds me, I have a zucchini growing upstairs that I haven't checked on in a month. That's probably turned giant and woody by now.
Oh no. So it was a signed banana.
Signed banana? That's
at
another sanctuary.
Winters.
Huh. Of course,
Yeah.
I think Flanders has all the sanctuary he needs.
Mm-hmm. I guess maybe he probably just checked because he wanted to see if it was going to be meteorite piece, and I think he's probably going to check where the meteorite piece is now.
Yeah, this is fairly reasonable. He'll feel terrible if this turns out to be Stonehenge, but we know that it won't.
Right.
That's right, rocks like to stay warm, maybe it hid in the tent. Very good hint right in here. This is not my best work at that line.
You could say, like, I heard that rock wanted to maybe join the circus. I don't know.
Meteorites like to join circuses. Speaking of joining circuses, Flanders is getting ambushed by the most annoying photo man in the game.
Damn you, pickle man.
Just wants to boogie.
That's a good one.
That is clever. Unfortunately, the bosses are always shuffled. You actually can turn off boss shuffle, but why would you?
Right? I would never.
Boss shuffle's so good. Alright, Flanders is gonna pick up that meteor piece. Really, Flanders is only behind by about the length of the Cave of the Past, so it's not that bad of a lag. But Temple has finished it, so
And
GG
there's Temple.
Yeah.
GG! Flying Man was Bay the whole time.
What a twist.
That was a rocky start, but they both kept on,
Yeah.
persevered, and
Very
finally
rocky.
found some footing in the key items that sort of opened up the seed in Foreside there.
Yeah, I think getting through that start is congratulation worthy all in of its own.
For sure.
Alright, well, that was a
So
fairly long
winner
seed.
are the next... Yeah, I have a question.
Nancy.
Are the next races, they are going to be figured out by the next brackets,
Yeah, so
or
I'll be...
the upper brackets and the lower brackets?
So I will be posting a bunch of suggested times later tonight, in like maybe half an hour after I finish them all. The next
Mm-hmm.
races will be over the next week, but we do have one tomorrow because Anda and Javanator have scheduled theirs early. So we'll be entering the round of 8, which still has 16 people in it because it's the double elimination tournament. So we'll be going through that, and the flag set for all of those races is going to be PSI Shuffle. So normal 4-sank race stuff, but people will have different PSI that they're going to have to figure out how to make use of. You can check the Earthbound Speedruns Discord for scheduling stuff. That should be sorted out over the next day or so. And there'll be another one of these tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific or 9 p.m. Eastern. You can check the bracket to figure out who your opponents are. Did I cover everything there?
I believe so, yes.
All right. Well, thank you for co-commentating with me, Slug.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun. And if you need me tomorrow, I should be available. So just let me know.
If you're, just let me know. You say should, but let me know when you're certain. And yeah, so we'll have another race at 6 tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Flanders because this race ran a little bit long and I need food. So everyone go give Flanders all of your cheering that you can muster. Not that I expect him to be checking chat. And thank you all for watching. See you possibly tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for commentating, Slug.
Well, that was so much fun. Yeah.